Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. It's me, Jasmine, the Buffet Witch, but you already know that because we were playing the makeups and we want to continue because we're not having a very good time, and that is not usually the buffet way. So we are going to attempt another look. I feel like that made it worse. And I'm trying not to make it super bright. Oh, I think that looks better. My lips look ashy. I had on black, or my black and brown lip, and now they look super ashy, but that's okay because we're gonna do something else with the lips. Just nothing is going right today, guys. I don't even want to sit here and complain, but I'm trying to salvage this day, and that looks worse. What the frickin' frackin' frick? Okay, whatever. This is just real life. Where's my tea? Oh, where'd my tea go? It's in the bathroom. Why is my tea over there? Because I got the tea and then I walked over there to get the stuff to do. Okay, I've got my tea and it's fresh and hot. So, anyways, I wanted to continue the play. All right, so I'm going to show you how I remove my eyeshadow to further up my makeup play without removing the bulk of my face, because not only are the brows good, but the base is real good. I didn't think it was going to be good because I'm using the Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation from Milani, and it was not looking very good. I'm just like, what? I'm so anti-Milani. I don't know why. But anyways, so I'm going to be using the Neutrogena Eye Makeup Remover to remove my eyeshadow and my mascara. We are going to skip the brow area, and this will take off the bulk of my concealer as well, and maybe just a touch of the blush. But that's perfectly okay because then I get to switch up my blush if I so choose. So I'm just going to pop this on my lid, let it soak in a little bit, and then we can just very gently remove. Okay, I think a lot of the times people forget the whole like setting it down and letting it soak into the eyeshadow before you just start rubbing. I know I used to do that, and I was like, oh, I could just gently, rest it there for a while, let it soak through the things, and then you can just wipe her away like that. And then I just fold it into a tiny little taco or a pizza, and that's how I get under my lash line. And it literally just removes a nice little circle around the eye. And I like to make it into that triangle. So if I want to get, let's say I did like a brow color, I can get real close to the brow without removing the brow. All right. So I'm just going to remove the other eye, and then we'll move on to step 2. We're done. And then I just tap the rest off. And now to reapply all of this, the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Sculpt Concealer is, oh my God, if you do stuff like this, if you do content and you remove your eyeshadow but not the entirety of your makeup, this is one of the best concealers for reapplication. I'm not even going to color correct under my eye either, because this formula just bumps up to powdered, like a powdered face so beautifully. It meshes so well. It's my favorite thing. I love it. It makes makeup play so easy. All right, just gonna bump this in with a sponge. You don't need to, or I don't need to let this sit. You can. You'll get phenomenal coverage if you do, but you get really great coverage without waiting. And I just bump it right up against where we removed. All right. It's so simple. I love this. This has been my method for, I mean, forever, really. I was doing this even before I started my YouTube channel. I have the Carol Burnett song Little Girls from Annie in my head right now. I don't know why, but it will not stop playing, and it won't stop. I won't stop laughing at it. One day I'll be in the nut house with all the nuts and the squirrels. Little girls. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and take my foundation brush, no added product, don't need to, and we're just going to further bump that seam. And doesn't it now look seamless? Look at that. You wouldn't even know that did anything. Lovely. All right. Okay, they are back. I swear I heard them earlier. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and just touch up my powders. We're going to use the Warm Saffron from Dermablend to set this concealer. And there's my little pterodactyl. Most of the time he's a velociraptor, but today he sounds like a little pterodactyl. I think that's what a pterodactyl would sound like. Okay. It's more for like the middle of my face, but I'm going to use this Pretty Fresh powder from okay, and now we can touch up our blush. Today, you know, I actually really liked the blush combo I had on, so we're just going to repeat her. I used my Juvia's Place Saharan Blush Volume 1 Depotted Shades. We're using the pink kind of on the back of the cheek. And then we're going to use the orange just a touch right there. There we go. All right. Next, my W7 highlighter. I love this stuff so much. I'm going to use this shade. And she goes right on top of that orange. Beautiful. And bring her up to the temples. And then I took just a touch of this right on the nose. I used to use, I remember when e.l.f. had those little duos. I feel like they were, I feel like some of them were blush, bronze, or blush highlighters, and then some were like bronzer and highlighters. There was a deeper one. I can't remember what it was called. Was it called Coconut? Can't remember. But it was essentially a bronzer, or if it was blush, it was just like a really brown, bronzy blush. And I only used the matte shade as kind of like a finishing powder. And I don't know, it just woke my face up. It was so beautiful. I really liked that product. And then of course, because I liked it, it disappeared. And also because it was the deepest option, it was no longer sold in store, and then quickly became online only, and then disappeared altogether. Yeah. That's why I buy backups of things that I like. Anyways, we're done. And now we can have more makeup play. So that's what we're going to do. I am going to step away, clean this mess, find some items to play with, and I'll come back.